What's happening, guys? It is Friday, the 7th of February. It's 12:41 a.m. I'm not long home from a little skate with the Urban Flyers and a little bite to eat. Don't mind the noises in the background. That's the couch hippo Hector, who's making his return to the vlog. Right, so this obviously is the future, and you're just about to see a video from the past. Now, I'm going to start off with saying we might have offended a few people, and that's all right. I understand that people can't take the truth, and I understand that people don't like the fact that we had made comments about customers who were giving us a hard time. That's on us. I'm not going to apologise about it. It's one of these things in business. We said that when we started this channel, we were going to be nothing but honest, and maybe we were too honest, and we can understand that. So what we have actually decided to do is try and take out all the negativity from the channel. And what we're actually going to do going forward is we're looking at introducing Lewis to a wee bit more to the channel. So you might actually see some more videos from him. We're actually looking at speaking with Scott, our designer, to kind of come on board and have some fresh ideas as well. From a personal point of view, I kind of feel like the content has become a little bit stagnant because there hasn't been that many reviews, because we really haven't had the time to be able to do it. We have to try and put enough time together or aside to be able to do our main job, which is understandable. Again, there was people had comments about that. 14 years in business, I think I know what I'm doing. Yeah, totally understand. You might not appreciate the fact that we were being overly honest with regards to certain situations. They will remain off the channel from now on, and we'll only be looking at the positivity. One of the reasons why we're talking about bringing Scott on is Scott actually has a mental health hockey brand, basically working with him quite a lot at the moment with regards to his brand, and there's a possibility of being able to offer it in the store. Now, with regards to that as well, we actually did have our own clothing line before. Unfortunately, it went down with the fire. We had, myself and Scott and a couple other partners, we had Fighting Major clothing. So it's something that we're actually looking at doing ourselves again, is bringing a clothing brand back to the store and possibly to the channel. So it's something that we are interested in. Again, we are also looking at trying to do a lot more reviews on equipment, and you'll probably be watching, wondering, what skates are you in now, Stephen, if you're an avid viewer. Right now, I'm going to tell you a quick story about a pair of skates which I bought from another website, which was abroad, and I got the skates, and when I tried them on, they were slightly too tight. I mean, it was like this. Yeah, these skates randomly appeared back at my house on Monday this week, and the diplomatic way of putting it is, I got that desperate where I thought, I'm going to put these in the oven and see if they change shape that much, and if I can get the padding to move. Yeah, they moved big time by at least half a size, so now these skates fit. So in the future, you'll be looking at a Hazardous 9 review, which, yes, I understand it's now an old model. Something that Scott and I had spoke about just recently is the fact that every single pair of True skates that either I've had or Scott has had has been reviewed on our channel, and yes, we will be reviewing that as well. Stay tuned for this one as well. Pamela's actually spoke to me just recently and said to me that we're going to be looking at getting myself a pair of Graf Ultra Cs to do a proper review on. Now, unfortunately, the UK supplier doesn't have them in stock in my size at the moment, but as far as I am aware, Pamela will be ordering me a pair of them in the very near future. With that said, let's get rid of the negativity. Let's try and see if we can be a wee bit more positive. We understand people, in a diplomatic sense of the word, don't like specific things to be spoken about. We understand. Again, we're not going to apologise about it. We're going to move on from it, and we're going to just keep doing what we're doing. If we decided to stop doing the channel over the head of one video or some negative comments, what would we be doing? We'd be doing you guys a disservice. So from now on, you're only going to get positivity from us. So with that said, thanks very much for the people who are the avid supporters of the channel. Thank you very much for the people that actually comment really nice comments and who have been nothing but supportive. Thanks to Claire Kirky Puck, especially for your lending an ear with regards to the last video. You're an absolute legend. People like you are just few and far between. Again, my friend Laura reached out to me last night, and again, can't thank you enough for your positivity. And Paul as well, thanks very much for your positivity. You guys are the reasons why this video is now out and live. So again, we appreciate you guys. Much love. Speak to you soon. So good evening, it's a late one tonight and it is Wednesday the 29th of January, it's 9:05. I have finished up after Pamela has went away and done a wee bit of hoovering and tidying and stuff like that, and I've decided that I'm going to sit and I'm going to do one more job before I go home. It looks as if it's a relatively straightforward job. I'll see if I can get it to open up enough to show you. So basically what's happened is we've got a goalie knee pad, and the goalie knee pad is broke in the inside. There we go, right in here. So what I'm now going to have to try and see if I can do is sew it back together so that basically it doesn't come apart. So I'm going to have to try and see if I'm going to put a piece of ballistic nylon in behind here to try and sew it. I'm going to have a quick look at it and then I'll come back to you in a wee minute or two and let you know how I'm going to fix it. Right, so we're back. What I have done off camera is I've got a little bit of ballistic nylon. One of my favourite things for fixing things in ice hockey equipment because it is so robust. You usually find if you're using it for sewing and stuff like that, it's quite good. The reason being is it's obviously very, very tough and it's kind of cut proof as well. So what I have actually done so far is I've cut a piece of ballistic nylon and just inserted it in just behind the actual material. Now what the plan is I'm going to actually sew along and down and up, and then I'm going to sew onto the piece in the back just in there as well, just so I can get it done. I probably won't time lapse it, but I will come back and show you it. The reason being is it's going to be quite an awkward job to film because of the situation of where it is. Usually I would have had a different mount or something I would have been able to wear. I'm not exactly one to wear the one that goes on my head, but we'll see. I'll see if I can be bothered. Right, so I'm back again. Phase 1 has been done even. Phase 2 is now in the process of being started. Sorry for the dodgy camera working, I'm too busy looking at my handiwork here. So as we can see, I have sewn in a little bit of stitching across here with the speedy stitcher, and the ballistic nylon is now locked in place. What I'm now going to do with that is fold that up into the right position and sew that in place, and then cut away any excess that I need to. I just thought it was the easiest way to do it instead of trying to get this material, because I think this material here, although it is like a ballistic nylon, it's not as high grade as the ballistic nylon. This kind of stuff here, the ballistic nylon just seems to be a bit more tougher and robust, whereas this is actually showing signs of wear down here as well. So yeah, I'll probably end up will see this product back in again to do another couple of repairs, and if I have to, I have got material which is a different colour than this, which I can remove this whole part and basically stitch in a new piece. It's a wee bit more harder wear and waterproof as well, so if I have to do that then I can do that later on, but I don't think I'll have to do that later on. So anyway, I'll get on with the repair and I'll show you once I'm finished. So it's now 9:36 and that's me finishing up. The repair was okay. It's looking a little bit puckered because of the material, and what I mean by puckered is that you can see yourself it's a little crinkled in that kind of area here. The thing is it's actually reinforced all the way across with the ballistic nylon. So the ballistic nylon has been sewn into the underneath part and then it's been sewn in and around the top. It's holding everything back in place, you're not getting it moving anymore, and that's the main thing I suppose. It's just basically a quick repair to see the customer buy. They are relatively cheap CCM entry level knee pads. There is an opportunity to then, say for example, to maybe upsell the customer or maybe get them to look at something a wee bit more robust. But as far as I'm aware just now, and as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't need to look at upgrading because that one is more than enough for the level that he's playing. I could have went down the road of saying no, I can't repair it, but I will give it a go. As far as I'm concerned, it might not look the best repair, but it's definitely functional. We're not going to get that kind of movement in the top part anymore. It's nice and sturdy and it's not going anywhere, so it means that the customer has now got a little bit extra time out of them. By all means, that's a good repair in my books. Like I say, it might not look the best, but it's functional. Also, just in case you were wondering why that repair get done before the skates get finished off, the reason being is that repair actually has to be picked up on Friday morning, whereas there's not necessarily a time scale for the skates to get picked up, and there's not a repair time scale for this glove at the moment either. So these are just some spare things that are kind of left about to try and get done. So obviously the skates are a massive priority for me. I want to try and get them done and get them out the road as quickly as possible to a high standard, as high a standard as possible. Obviously, it would be a slightly higher standard if I had the proper machinery, this proper sewing machine and stuff like that, because I can sometimes find that the Speedy Stitcher is just a little bit too pernickety. You have to be very, very accurate with it. If you're not very accurate with it, it basically makes the repair look a bit messy. Now, with regards to the repair that I just did on the knee pads, or the knee pad, sorry, that could have been maybe a wee bit more neater, but it was one of them ones where that kind of material is always going to fray. So something I actually did off camera, I took a lighter to it and tried to burn the frayed edges away to try and stop it from moving. Usually what happens is when you do that, it stops the fraying, so it gives you also a kind of steadier base to be able to sew into. That's just what I'm finding. Other people out there will probably think it's done the wrong way, they've got their own ways of doing it. By all means, that's just how I'm doing it and how I document it. So it is working, it is functional, it might not look the best, but it's there. So anyway, a quick update on these skates as well. I managed to fix and finish this side. I say it's fixed and finished, it's all sewn in place. I now need to put new eyelets in the top 4 on this one. In this skate here, I never get the chance to talk about this earlier on. So anyway, we've managed to get the second side done on this one. This one now has to be sealed in with 2 new eyelets in that side, and as you can see, this one is pinned in place or held in place, which is going to have to be sewn in along the top just to hold it in place up through the skate and then along the actual liner as well. Once that's done, it'll be 4 new eyelets in that skate as well, but we'll try and see if I can get that one fixed when I'm back in on Friday. Now obviously there wasn't that much footage from the previous video that I managed to show. There is maybe some things that I'm able to show, like time-lapse of skate sharpenings or some repairs that I have been doing. One of the things that we're looking at doing on Friday is like I say, finishing off the skates. Them ones right there, and that glove will get finished. That will get back to Erwin as soon as possible. Hopefully he'll collect that Friday morning or Friday afternoon when we open, and then obviously we'll see what other repairs come in. The stuff for the Urban Flyers, Stevie's skates, Gunsy's steels and Rusty's steels, unfortunately the rink is closed. There was the storm, I can't remember what the storm's name was, but the storm damaged the ice rink and took the roof off of the swimming pool area, because it's like a swimming pool and ice rink kind of community centre, shall you say. So that has to be a phased return on how the roof is fixed, and the phased return for the opening of the building again. Now there was rumours that that place was going to be closing down, but as far as I'm aware they were just rumours, and the council are still looking at keeping that place open because it is very, very busy. It's a very, very busy rink in a very underprivileged area, which is what we would realistically need. In my opinion is that's something that Paisley could be utilising again as another ice rink, because Yes, Paisley has got its underprivileged areas, but when I worked in the Lagoon Leisure Centre back in the day, it was very, very, very busy. The skating sessions were anywhere between 300 and 500 people on most of the sessions until, say for example, it started to go downhill and there was problems with the pad, and then obviously once that happened, the people stopped coming, and then obviously eventually it closed down because they had to put the prices up. Now, it's something that I would think about. Pamela and I have spoken about this before. If we ever won money on the lottery, which I am playing to my heart's content, try to see if I can win these multi-millions. If I can get anywhere close to it, or if I could get any sort of financial backing with regards to this one, I would definitely have small community rinks. Now, that's something that we spoke about. Is yes, it would be ideal to have an Elite League team. It would be ideal to have an Elite League sized arena. You're talking about a 4,000 seater arena minimum to get into the Elite League. I think it's like 2,500 or something like that. It's the minimum. But if you're looking at it that way and having a massive big arena, you've got massive big costs, and you've got massive ice costs as well for like recreational players and juniors and stuff like that. What we actually spoke about was try to keep it at more low key, something along the lines of Auchenharvie and Stevenson. Now, Auchenharvie and Stevenson's only got 2 big dressing rooms which can be divided into 4, and then obviously they've got the cafe area which you can use as a dressing room as well for tournaments, and there is a couple of different places that can get changed in, like say for example sports halls and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's a gym in Auchenharvie, but it would be ideal to have something that kind of set up in Paisley again. Not necessarily the biggest of rinks, but obviously big enough to be able to play ice hockey in, to be able to cover curling, to be able to cover skating sessions, and to be able to cover patch ice for your figure skaters. That's the kind of idea, and then obviously have some sort of gym and some sort of swimming area that everyone can use as well. Now, as I said, with regards to the community rinks, if I ever did come into any sort of cash in any way, shape or form, there would be a community rink here in Paisley again. There would be something the likes of in Coatbridge maybe. There would be different places, maybe one in Edinburgh and maybe somewhere roundabouts. Other places in Scotland, I mean, we would maybe consider diversifying and going down as far as Dumfries, Carlisle or whatever else. That's obviously a couple of hours travel, but basically what we would be looking at, if we ever had the money to be able to do that, would be small community rinks to try and see if we could grow the sport a little bit more. I think it's in the last couple of years it's very, very lacking with the amount of rinks that have actually started to close down. Now, you've had in the last couple of years since we've had the store, the Lagoon Leisure Centre's closed. That closed before we actually started. Then we've had the Magnum, which was closed down and demolished. Then we've had Limekiln Road in Ayr has been closed as well. Unfortunately, I think we've had Perth, and I'm pretty sure Stirling was closed down, but then obviously Stirling opened up a new rink as well. Multifunction arena, or I say a multifunction arena, it's got no seating in it. It's basically just an ice rink which is catered for ice hockey, figure skating, curling, stuff like that. We would obviously look at something along the lines to try and see if we could make it as busy as possible and accessible as possible, but that's just one of the things one of the pipe dreams that we've got. When we're big, we keep saying that, when we're big, and if we ever win, that's the kind of thing that we'd be looking at doing, because obviously in my opinion the sport has to grow, especially at grassroots level, kids and stuff like that. If we're going to look at competing on the world stage, as you could put it, with regards to world championships and getting up there, even if we try and get the homegrown players to a point of playing in one of the leagues, either NHL or whatever else, I know there has been a very, very few NHLers that have came from the likes of Scotland, England, Ireland, wherever else, but it'd be really, really good to see a wee bit more diversity and the players being able to make that level. Anyway, so that's me done for tonight. I'll catch you guys again on Friday afternoon. It is Friday the 31st of January. It's 1:20 in the afternoon. We've been open since 12 o'clock, or we were meant to be open since 12 o'clock. Again, we get held up 20 past 12 by the time we got in today. Managed to get some sharpenings done. I think I've done about 15 or 20 sharpenings already, just because we've been really, really busy. I'll give you a quick look at what we've been doing so far today. I have had 3 sharpenings from the Urban Flyers that I managed to do. They're coming to collect them today. I've got a steel change that has to happen on these. I need to get back onto these and get these finished and get them out from underneath my feet. I've got another couple of pairs of sharpens here, another couple of pairs here, a profile shape change here. Yeah, so busy day so far, and you'll probably see a lot of time lapse unfortunately, again, it's just because I don't have time to actually do anything else other than time lapse at the moment, because, well, I've got really, really busy. So it's a good complaint that we're busy with Sharpmans and other things. So hopefully you can hear me over the machine. I'm going to set you up as a time lapse just now. We'll get going.
Nobody's watching, don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna since you ran away. I've been feeling lost, I've been feeling pain. And no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I tried to call the doctor, it didn't help. Took a trip out to the sun to revive myself. But no matter what I do, I just feel like I do what I do for you. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. 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 I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. Driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal. Move to songs we play together. Feel like we're on holiday. I got a feeling it's a good day. We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal. Move to songs we play together. Feel like we're on holiday. I got a feeling it's a good day. To the days, down memory lane. Back back to the times when our life was a breeze. Feel the freedom again, my mind was at ease. The sky was so blue when we rolled down the street. So, hey, I just wanna touch your vibe, I just wanna touch your vibe. Hey, I just want a good time, good time. We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal. Move to songs we played together. Feel like we're on holiday. I got a feeling it's a good day. We're driving downtown, foot pushed on the pedal. Move to songs we played together. Feel like we're on holiday. I got a feeling.
So we're up to 233. That's all the Sharpmans cleared at the moment. All the rockers, profiles, Sharpmans, all that kind of stuff sorted. Now I've got a figure skate conversion that I've got to do, which is change the holders over, or I say the holders, it's actually the steels. So I'm just about to start that just now. We'll go on with that and then we'll see how we go on. So just quickly, a customer came in there and obviously I kind of stopped the video. The reason being is Pam was talking to the customer and I didn't really want their kind of information like put on the video because it's not really fair.
I get that it must look like people are jumping the queue, but we work in depths. So if there's if you've got a massive queue of Sharpmans and 8 or say 5 are a quarter and 2 are a 5/8. That's if you're jumping 5/8 quarter, 5/8 quarter, 5/8 quarter, you're taking a massive amount off your disc. So what is the smartest way to do is you group them together. This is why we developed this system, which I'll lift over so you can see. When we've got massive amounts of skates coming in, we usually will label them up, so it's all colour coordinated to your depths, so that Stephen can visually match them all together and work through each depth at a time. I know that we say it's a first come first served basis, but there has to be some smarts in there because you're trying to be economic. We're trying to be economic with our disc, so that we don't have to charge you any more for your Sharpmans. But if we have to keep changing depth every time a different skate comes in, it means we're going to have to put our prices up because we're using more disc.
So that's one of the things, that's why other people will charge a lot more for a Sharpman, because basically the situation is they are changing depths all the time. So because of that, they have extra added costs for their discs, their diamonds, labour costs, stuff like that. And there's a lot of places that won't actually change the disc. They'll only do one Sharpman because they have, say for example, an automated machine, or they are specifically trying to keep as much disc as possible. So most places will only do like a standard Sharpen, is like in the UK is maybe like a 1/2 inch grind, so a radius of hollow, sorry. So you usually find that most places will either do a 5/8 or 1/2 inch, whereas we do everything. We can go from at 1 inch to an 1/8, which is literally the sharpest to one of the less sharpest. But it's one of the things, we understand the situation, we understand the frustrations of having to wait, but at times the Sharpmans are that busy, you have got about an hour wait, sometimes, other times you've got less time. It just depends how quickly I can get through them. So it depends how fussy you want to be with your grind. If you really want to be fussy with your grind, sometimes you've just got to wait for your grind to get done. It's as simple as that. So what's your plans for the rest of the day? What have you got to do?
We've got a figure skate delivery due in the next, hopefully, 50 minutes, maybe, between 3:15 and 4:15. So as soon as that's here, I'm going to go straight down, pick it up, bring it back up and start to get it unpacked, because there is some customers that are going to come collect it tonight. There's one I'm really want to try and get to the post office and get it posted tonight. There's another one I'm hopefully going to be trying to drop off to the customer tonight, and the rest will probably be in over the weekend to collect. So I'm desperate to get it in, to get it sorted, to get it labelled, to get it all back out again. Then if in between all that, I want to update some customers on some back order stuff and probably just do some admin.
And I still need to try and see if I can get a hold of customs at some point.
Oh yeah, I've got to do that. I'll give them a call.
Right,
I'll go and park myself on hold.
Yeah, Pam's going to go and park herself on hold on her personal phone while I go and do some blade changing. So, here we go.
Reach out, don't
So we got the figure skates all sorted. Now I'm on to another repair, which is changing the eyelets on this skate. As you can see, there's a little bit of wear. Basically what happens is the tongue actually rubs off the heat off of this part and takes the part of the eyelet away, and then it ends up fraying. So because it starts doing that, it causes the laces to fray. So what else have you got to do now?
I've got to finish this warrior order. Are you going to check the tracking on the delivery, see if it's here yet?
Right, I'm going to go and get these skates sharpened. I've got a pair of skates here that have to be sharpened. You've just seen the time lapse on them with the eyelet replacement. So eyelets are now done, and I've got another pair of skates sitting here that have to be taken out and sharpened as well. So let's get going.
And here we have, in his natural habitat, Skate Guru. Skate Guru? Skate Guru. Extraordinaire.
Can't even hear what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
They can't even see you because you were showing the top of your forehead.
Uh-huh.
You're still on your you should go on your tiptoes, maybe that'll help.
Uh-huh. Then fingers up as well. Mm-hmm.
Right, now the amateur camera woman decided that she's had a wee shot at the camera for the first time in months. Apart from she's clocked off apparently. Right, anyway, I'm going down the road to go and pick up an order because Muggins here has to go and pick up an order because, well, I need the order.
Because why?
Right, anyway, right, I'm going to go and pick up this order at home. I'll be back. Well, I might actually take you with me, so I actually will. Right, so far made it to the car without having to go back and do any skate sharpenings. So I'm now in the car and I'm on my way. I won't time lapse this, I won't even video this just in case somebody randomly decides to follow me home and give me cuddles or something like that. You never know. Right, so the order is secure. Again, I am in the Aygo. I'm in one of the smallest cars known to man. This is what the passenger seats look like. This is what the back looks like. Yeah. Tell me you need a bigger car without telling me you need a bigger car. But apparently Pamela needs a bigger car because she's got 2 dogs and 2 kids in it all the time, and I just need this. So anyway, right, back to the store. Right, so it is 5:52 and for tonight that is us finished. Unfortunately we never got any of the unboxing done because we were so busy. There were still customers waiting in the store. This is what's left. I've got to get rid of that before I can go home. So I'm going to fold up the boxes, get myself organised. I'm going to the gym to de-stress, and I'll see you tomorrow.